my name. It's Laila. What is my passion? Inspiration through music. My songs? Well, it's a wide variety of things, because I feel like I'm personally a wide variety of things. I have songs. My first video, The People's War, which it was about police brutality and marginalized black and brown communities. I have songs that are about love and sex and politics, myself, other people. So what is my experience with discrimination and homophobia? Well, I was, ever since I was young, I've been discriminated against. I was born and raised a Sunni Muslim in New York. And so very early on, I was exposed to discrimination. Coming down to Virginia to visit my grandparents every summer. They live in a very small town. I've had a lot of experience with discrimination, ranging from, just stares or, being excluded from conversations, or people blatantly saying, like, take that shit off your head, this is America, And I was like, whoa, like, what are you talking about? So, I've had a long history with discrimination. Homophobia specifically as well. I started to come out around 19, as far as being open about it to people, which was also around the time that I moved down here to Greensboro. And I feel like discrimination, even homophobia, can range so much. It can be very blatant and aggressive, and sometimes it can be so subtle that your feelings are not hurt, or you don't realize what happened until you've already left the situation. I remember multiple times at my job, you have people that are like, I'm cool with gay people as long as they don't touch me. Or I'm cool with gay people as long as they don't look at me. Or I don't discriminate against gays as long as my kid's not gay. And it's just like, that's still discrimination. It's still so offensive. It's still subliminally saying that we're less or inferior or diseased or unwanted, these things, because of who we're attracted to, which is mind-blowing. My philosophy with music or with anything is to inspire and be inspired. So my music is inspired by the things that I experience, or the things that I witness or feel or go through based on other people's experiences or mine specifically. I actually did not know of Bayard Rustin by name, but more so by his action. What he did, being an openly, open gay man in the civil rights movement. I know of him that way. When I first heard of Amendment 1, I honestly was completely blown by it. Not that people would actively go out and try to, deny gay rights, but the fact that it was glossed over and included so many other things, and the fact that they were trying to put in the North Carolina Constitution as well. So I run an event space called the Blue Door, which is a safe space for LGBTQ and black and brown and youth and the activist and art community to express. And so did a lot of events and open mics and community potlucks around Amendment 1, and just really tried to build some awareness around it. Also play with a street band, Cackalack Thunder, which is like an activist street drum corps, and they did a lot of action around Amendment 1, and so I participated in that way. But it's mind-blowing, That was really mind-blowing. The purpose of the artist is to make the revolution irresistible. My emotion when it passed, when Amendment 1 passed, I cried. I cried because, not that it was affecting me directly, honestly, but I just knew so many people that it was affecting. It just hurts me to see so many amazing people hurt because of discrimination that our country's actually still allowing people to vote on. Like, I'm not sure how we're voting on it. The thing about, I think the funny thing about rights is that they're rights. Somebody said you don't vote on rights. That they're rights. It blows my mind that with trying to differentiate between like civil rights or human rights or gay rights, the point still remains is that these are rights And the fact that you've got all these people voting to take them away from people, I'm not sure how we're even having conversations about it. What do I think the queer movement and the civil rights or racial movement have in common? It's a very simple thing. These are all oppressed people. They're all humans fighting for their equal rights in a country that claims to be the land of the free. So I feel like honestly that's what they have in common, even if I wasn't black and had no connection to civil rights other than feeling some type of like sympathy for them. Those fights would still be the same. And it actually makes me sad when people are like, oh, don't try to compare race to like your sexuality because I was born with this skin color. I'm just like, okay, well I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince you scientifically why I feel I was born gay. But I know that I've always been attracted to women. Well, you know you've always been attracted to men ever since you can remember.